What you're saying is not Scientific American says that. An editor for Scientific American says that, who no longer has the job. So don't indict a 170-year-old magazine because somebody...
Okay, this is called Scientific American, and they're printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media and then participates in that exchange. So
why can't you
let's
just
talk about science?
Why can't you just say this is not scientific? And
we're gonna have a look at Patrick, Bed, David, and Vinny, who's one of my favorite guys over in that crew there at Valuetainment, and also the rest of the crew, breaking down this interview that Bill Maher had with Neil deGrasse Tyson, which Neil deGrasse Tyson was basically made to look like an idiot, and even Bill Maher had to call him out with the nonsense. And I just like the way that this crew over at the PBD network broke this down. And so we're going to have a look.
The Bill Maher with Neil deGrasse Tyson. The reason for this is because we had Neil deGrasse Tyson on, and I've been on Bill before, and we had a great time. He spoke 90% of the time. I sat there, had a glass of water. And so it's fun watching some of the infighting, because in here, the amount of things that Neil deGrasse Tyson, the scientist, is saying that Bill Maher can no longer take it. Vinny, I think it's a couple clips, right? It's not just one or two clips.
There's this one, there's another one, and then I have an old one that he was talking about something about the trans.
Play this clip first. Let's react to it. Go for it.
Scientific American, the magazine. I remember when it was around when I was
grew up with it. Yeah.
Grew up with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, their editor had to quit. You saw this.
Yeah, I heard about it because she expressed some opinions. Right. Yeah.
Okay, sure, but it sure didn't sound scientific. It didn't sound like the person I would want to be running Scientific American.
Okay.
It was a rant on Twitter. Okay, I could read it to you. It's really ugly. You know, I apologize to younger voters that my Gen X is so full of fucking fascists. Okay, I'm not.
Okay, I'm not a gasket right there.
I'm not for.
All right. Yeah.
I'm not for canceling anybody on either side.
Yeah.
So But here's what I think is the scandal.
What?
This is in Scientific American.
Yeah.
Less than a year ago. Inequity between male and female athletes is a result not of inherent biological differences between the sexes, but of biases in how they are treated in sports. That's nuts. And it sure ain't scientific, and it's in Scientific American. And that's why the Democrats lost the election. It's true.
Bill, every 20 minutes on your platform, you come up with another reason why the Democrats lost. No. You already have the answer. They lost the election. So anything you say is why they did it.
First of all, you don't watch this show, so you don't know that. I know you don't, and it's okay. But you talk as if you do, and you fucking don't. And that's okay. Just don't bullshit me. That's the one thing people can't ever do on this show is bullshit me. And that's fine. But I don't say that. I have very good reasons. But engage with the idea here. What I'm asking is, Scientific American is saying, basically, that the reason why an WNBA team can't beat the Lakers is because of societal bias.
What you're saying is not Scientific American says that. An editor for Scientific American says that, who no longer has the job. So don't indict a 170-year-old magazine because somebody...
Okay, this is called Scientific American, and they're printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media and then participates in that exchange. So
why can't you
let's
just
talk about science?
Why can't you just say this is not scientific and Scientific American should do better?
Well, does she still have her job?
No, not because of this. I said the scandal is not her tweet. The scandal,
because that was like a year ago, was it? Which one was a year ago?
I think a year ago, women still couldn't beat men in basketball or any other sport. And it wasn't because of society. You don't see a problem
By the way,
here?
long-distance swimming, women might actually have the advantage. You can look into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe long-distance swimming, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Might.
I've looked into it. Yeah.
He looks, by the way.
Well, I'm going to file you under part of the problem.
You can pause it right there. So,
you know, it's sad when some of the smartest scientific minds on Earth, which I say that quite cautiously in reference to Neil deGrasse Tyson, it's sad when they go so woke that the liberal hive mind virus takes over and it supersedes their common sense, their actual reality of their own personal experiences and what they've learned in their daily life. I mean, he couldn't say that it wasn't scientific, like Bill Maher was pointing out, and it's only just getting started. It gets worse from here.
So what do you think when you see this, Vinny?
I mean, to me, Neil deGrasse Tyson is probably the dumbest smart person I've ever seen, like on the planet Earth. It's like,
Let's go, Vinny.
like and you see, and I love this when it's Democrats, Pat, going at it, and now you see where the Democrat liberal line is, and then where they start saying far left. This guy can talk his way into anything. Like, and this is a clip, PBD. You showed this a while ago. This is him about transgender. Like, think about this. With all the science is out the window. If you wake up in the morning and you think you're a girl and you're a biological man, then that's what you are, and that's what people should accept you at. I think it's conflating two separate things, and it's just, this is when smart people are trying to go way too intricate and break things down. Can we play this clip really quick? This is Neil deGrasse Tyson when it comes to the trans and what you think and what you believe that you are.
My point is, apparently, the XXXY chromosomes are insufficient. Because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice.
What is he even talking about?
Either the one you're assigned, the one you choose to be, whatever it is. And so now, so now just to tie a bow on this.
Put the bow on it.
I say to you, somewhere I think I read that the United States was a land where we have the pursuit of happiness.
But so science goes out the window.
Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt.
That is disturbing to listen to.
And so here's my thing. So and I remember how we always talk about the money and follow the money, Adam. We always go back. What is his agenda? What is his goal in saying stuff like women can actually compete? And think about it. He actually did the research to find one thing, Tom, where statistically, and one thing out of all the sports, women might have an edge on men in long distance swimming. So there has to be something up. For somebody that smart to say something dumb like that, there has to be something behind it. There's no way he really thinks like that.
Briefly, I think that Neil deGrasse Tyson is simply exaggerating his expertise.
There's no way.
And I think the example he was looking for in long-distance swimming was I think she was a Floridian, Rob. Help me out here. Diana Nyad. But she tried several times to swim to Cuba or something in these incredible long distance. So he's using this one woman, apparently, that tried, and Diana Nyad. And she was an incredible athlete. She's out there trying to swim to Cuba and trying to swim to the Bahamas, set all these records back and forth. So he's using her. When the men that tried got bored and wanted to stop for a beer. So that's what really happened with the long distance swimming problem. So it's like, you know what? I've been doing this for about 5 hours. Do you think we can stop and just maybe watch a ball game or something? But the issue with Neil deGrasse Tyson, this is what happened when a person who is genuinely intellectually gifted, you suddenly dive in to the opinion and the pool of wokeness. And suddenly you get boiled like a frog and you sound nonsensical because he is trying to support the opinion of woke, the opinion of that side.
Well, Bill Maher destroyed him.
And Bill destroyed him on Scientific American. But this is what's going on. This is why he sounds dumb, is because he's an incredibly smart guy making no sense trying to hold
Even
up
Elon
the
and him had an
opinion of
issue.
woke.
So here's Eric posting. Rob, can you zoom in a little bit for me to see the last thing? I want to give credit. Abenante, he posts his tweet on November 22nd. It's an exchange between Maher and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Elon at the top responds and says the following. He says, wow, they really don't get it. Mars is critical to their long-term survival of consciousness. Also, I'm not going to ask any venture capitalists for money. I realize that it makes no sense as an investment. That's why I'm gathering resources. Play the clip, Rob. This is another one. Watch this, folks.
How soon could Elon Musk realistically send humans to Mars? Another good question.
I have strong views on that. My read of the history of space exploration is such that we do big, expensive things only when it's geopolitically expedient, such as we feel threatened by an enemy. And so for him to just say, let's go to Mars because it's the next thing to do, what does that venture capitalist meeting look like? So, Elon, what do you want to do? I want to go to Mars. How much will it cost? $1 trillion. Is it safe? No, people will probably die. What's the return on the investment? Nothing. That's a 5-minute meeting, and it doesn't happen. So
We agree. I'm not for going to Mars.
okay, wait. I got nothing against Mars. What I'm saying is, here's how we get to Mars. Ready? China leaks a memo. Doesn't even have to be true. They leak a memo that they want to put military bases on Mars.
Right.
Then we're on Mars in 10 months, but NASA doesn't have a spacecraft, but Elon does. Here's my spacecraft to Mars, and we end up paying him to use his spaceship to get to Mars. And that'd be easy for China because Mars is already red, right? So that'd be an easy sell. That'd be an easy sell. Okay? That's how. So I don't see it happening until governments judge that it's geopolitically in our interest. Otherwise, I don't see it as just an
I don't know.
He's gone from a scientist to a nut, and apparently he only owns one tie.
One tie that has the galaxy on it, and now he's anti-space exploration.
I mean, that could be the branding thing that he's doing. I don't have a problem with that. But what I will tell you with this is, you know the clip when Elon is in tears crying because the guys that were his heroes were laughing at him, and he says, "How do you feel about are some of these your heroes?" Yes, and he's getting emotional, right? Oh, really? Yeah, it's actually an incredible clip to watch. And I've showed this clip to my my sons multiple times. So bottom left. No, Rob, go back. You just have.
I mean, does that not just prove that Neil deGrasse Tyson is in the bag for the Chinese? He basically is claiming that the Chinese will do it. Look, man, Elon Musk just caught a booster for Starship. It's the equivalent of a 30-story building. So not only did he launch a 30-story building with a Starship rocket on top of it, right? It's just the booster that comes back, and then the rocket goes on and does its mission. Once it's separated in the sky, the booster fell back to Earth exactly where it took off from, and he caught it. Okay, it didn't just land itself. It literally got caught in midair. So it's an incredible feat for humankind. And Neil deGrasse Tyson should have more respect for Elon Musk, because not only is Elon Musk the one behind SpaceX, which is, the group that's engineering, building, and funding and sending these rockets to the sky, doing all these kind of tests, which I am completely interested in. I've been watching a lot of them. I watch as many as possible just because it's such an amazing thing to see. Even when the Falcon 9's boosters launch land on little boats in the ocean, or even here on Earth on launching pads. It's just such an incredible thing to imagine and see, and so I love watching it. I think it's a fantastic thing for Neil deGrasse Tyson to have such little respect for Elon, who is a pioneer. Essentially, he is somebody that's out there doing important jobs in multiple facets of the world, even with the Neuralink, which don't touch me with that thing. But that is his electric cars, the Cybertruck, all these things that he's been doing for mankind, humankind. It's amazing. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is just a dirtbag. He's out there. He's a professional scientist. And like Vinny said, he's the smartest dumb guy he knows, or the dumbest smart guy he knows, or whatever. Yeah, the dumbest smart guy that he's ever heard of. I thought that was fantastic. So anyways, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a bum. Bill Maher even put him in his place. And it was funny watching Neil deGrasse Tyson sit there and laugh at these things that weren't really jokes. Bill Maher was calling him out, and just the awkwardness, I think maybe that's his way of dealing with it. But then, I don't know, it's just all fake. This dude is a faker, basically, and I got no respect for him. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up there. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Share this video, please. That would help out. Check out the store. We got some cool America First shirts over there. Join the Discord. And lastly, come visit me for my live show on this channel. It's every Wednesday and Saturday, I should say. It's every Wednesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd love to see you guys there and have a nice conversation. And I'll see you guys in the next video.